Prakash Francis.
Thank you, Cherin, for that wonderful introduction. Feels good. Life is what happens to you while you are busy making other plans. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
It was 7:51 a.m., the middle of the morning rush hour. The man emerged from the Plaza Station in Washington, D.C. and positioned himself against a wall, 4 feet away from the escalator. From a small case, he produced a violin. Placing the case at his feet, the open case at his feet, he began to play. For the next 45 minutes, he played some of the most soul-stirring music ever written. And he played it to joyous perfection. And in those 45 minutes, over 1,000 people rushed past him. 4 of them stopped to listen. This man, at the end of his performance, collected $32.17. This performance was an experiment by Washington Post to evaluate the perception of people towards beauty in context and their priorities. This man happens to be one of the highest paid musicians on the planet. Just 2 days earlier to this performance, he had performed at the Boston Philharmonic Theater, where each seat, the minimum value of the seat was $100, and this was a jam-packed audience. There were many questions raised from this experiment, several questions, and one of the key questions was, if people do not have a moment to stop and listen to one of the finest musicians on the planet play some of the best music ever written, what other things are they missing? By the way, this man's name is Joshua Bell. If that name doesn't ring a bell, need not worry. He is one of the highest paid musicians and his albums sell in the millions. He's in Western classical music. Now coming to us, in our rushed life, are we missing out on the simpler joys that life has to offer? Are the cares of our work and the attached priorities of our work drowning out the simpler beauties or engulfing everything else that life has to offer? Imagine a bodybuilder, broad shoulders, bulging muscles, the top half of his body perfect, and when you look down, skinny legs. Totally out of proportion. For some people, life is like that. Or for that matter, imagine another scenario. You have invited a friend of yours to your place for a few days. The first day, his clothes are all over your living room. The second day, your sofa is taken. The third day, his dog has occupied your bed. By the fourth day, you are nowhere in sight. For some people, work is like that friend, which has taken all aspects. In fact, they do not have a life apart from work. Some of the super achievers wonder, what is the problem? They are achieving so much in life. They are making all the money. They are climbing the ladder of success at double quick speed. But is the ladder on the right wall? there is this movie, a Hindi movie, in which Arjun, played by Hrithik Roshan, is a super achiever. He is minting money, he works as a forex trader, he's minting money, but he's highly strung. He is continuously on calls with his clients from across the world, from his bosses. Any guesses which movie? Fantastic. There's this wonderful dialogue in this movie between Laila, played by Katrina Kaif, and Arjun. Laila advises, Arjun, you have achieved so much in life. Are you missing? Are you happy with what you have? Are you missing something? Why don't you take some time off and do the things that you really, which really make you happy, which you really love? And Arjun says, of course, yeah, that is the plan. I want to retire by 40. And Laila immediately says, dude, तुम्हें कैसे पता कि तुम 40 साल तक जिंदा रहोगे? Seize the day, my friend. How do you know that you will be alive till 40? A couple of 1,000 years ago, a Roman dude said this: Carpe diem quam minimum credula postero. Seize the day, trusting very little on the tomorrow and the future. But the way we are going, we seem to be putting all our trust in the future. Sometimes it is worth remembering that today is the tomorrow that we were worried over yesterday. As I was writing for this talk, I happened to Google a sentence. What are we missing? And the first item that popped up was missing flight MH370. I didn't expect a laugh, but thank you. 289 people missing for over 30 days. 289 multiplied by 10 or 20 or 30 dreams, aspirations, and plans for the future missing. Sometimes, when I look back at my work life, I'm not able to differentiate between my weeks. Each week seems to be similar to the other. Monday, Friday, the weeks merge into weeks and months merge into months. Perhaps the only thing I'm able to recall clearly are those times when I spend with my kids, my family, my close friends. It is somewhat like being on a bullet train, a speeding bullet train, watching the beautiful scenery rush past. You're helpless, you just helplessly watch the scenery rush past, unable to do anything. Perhaps you can sing this song. Slow down, you go too fast. You got to make the moment last. How you want to make the moment last, or if you want to make the moment last, is a choice that you have to make. Let me assure you, you can do exquisite work, fantastic work, and yet take time off for appreciating and experiencing the simpler beauty that life has to offer. Let me end with a few lines from William Henry Davis. What is life if full of care? There is no time to stand and stare. No time to watch I'm sorry.
Beneath the bows.
Huh? No, beneath the bows is okay, I'm sorry, let me repeat again. What is life if full of care? There is no time to stand and stare. No time to see the beauty, no time to turn at beauty's glance, to see her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich the smile her eyes began. A poor life this, if full of care, there is no time to stand and stare. Thank you.